Thank you for that time and support. It is the RRT Boxing Show, your show. I'm just a host, Mr. A. It was an A-side victory. Enos, Stantianos, Akajas, and Maxajo. Didn't see the Holyfield fight. So I don't know if he won, but let's check it out. Did he win? Yeah, he won. Now, if you heard going into the card, the main fight on here, or one of the main fights of the week I wanted to see was this Mark Maxajo fight, Pablo Cruz. Now, going into the whole card, Boots, this whole card, I don't want to talk too much about it, but then again, this is the Ready Talk Boxing Show. We're first boxing junkies, You're ready, I'm ready. This card was numbered with what this show's about. The RRT Boxing Show. It's the 1 through 15s. We talk about them. Are they always fucking the grand greatest? No, but hey, you climb that ladder, you get that shot, and they're in our memory banks. Okay, like we know that guy. We talked about him. We got a feel for him. It's the sport we like. It's what it is. It's always there for every sport. You go to football, you go to basketball. There's always that team. It's like fuck. They're number 6 in the West in the playoff seed. They're number 7. You know about them. You watch them. And the whole season you watch number 9 try to get to number 7. They matter. Oh shit, number 9 got into number 4 spot, and oh shit, now they're in the finals. So I think that happened. I think fucking San Antonio Spurs won the finals one time in my fucking from like a number 4 spot. So it's all the other sports get credibility and respect for their rankings. Football, fucking the whole fucking the tree catch, and Manny, weren't they like a wild card team? So it's the Cinderella story always in baseball has 2 fucking like wild card rounds now. So those sports, no one says nothing about the shit team at the bottom. So, but in boxing, if you're like a number 10 ranked fighter, you get no love. It's like fuck you. But this card, considering those sports have a season, like, and boxing is year round. How year round worldwide? How are you gonna contract and constrict that into a proper ranking system? And if we're boxing fans, that's the number one fucking reason and stupid shit. But I'm just I shouldn't ramble. Make this video as long as fuck. It's about like gonna get about 8 views anyway, but I'll keep it short, if that, about like 5 probably. But thank you for that type of support. If this gets like fucking 5 views, please hit the thumbs up. Just hit the thumbs up. Support the show. Hit the thumbs up. It's this 3-minute mark. You're here because you're watching the show. I didn't even talk boxing yet. I'm fucking ass. And so we got Boots. Look at that. This card was limited, like laid out, not limited, with ranked fighters everywhere, and it's really got not talked about by a lot of boxing channels. So here we go. Boots looked really clean against Lipinets. So I personally think Boots should just start calling Terrence Crawford out. Fuck it. If you're gonna get labeled a clout chaser, whatever, but you are fucking in the rankings. We just talked about them. The rankings are there. You're a very credible name. He fucking. We all definitely think he has the style to entertain and challenge Crawford. I don't think there's not one boxing fan that's gonna at least say, whether he wins or lose, you don't think it'll be an entertaining fight. Easily probably a pre. I don't know, if you're a gambling person, I'm pretty sure this would be probably some of the best equal, or maybe even swaying money towards a Crawford opponent. So definitely a fight out there to gather all types of attention for him. At number 7, why not clout chase him? You know, you got to get that one more fight. The boxing boys been fucking, and they had him on the show. It only makes perfect sense. Put fucking Cusco Clayton. You know, Sean Porter ain't said he ain't stepping back. He ain't looking back. Virgil Ortiz, I'm pretty sure he'd be down to do it, but I don't think Golden Boy would be. Mikey Garcia, number 3. He's looking for checks, you know, in that point of his career. Cusco Clayton. And fucking Cusco Clayton, Mean Machine, and Michael McInnes. You know, that'll be very interesting. But like, what really will it do for Boots? But damn, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be interesting. Like, what in the hell can Michael pull that out of the hat? Right, man. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. But anyway, moving on. We had who else was on that card? Oh, Stantianos. He's ranked number 10 as well in the IBF. Where's this cat at? I know he's somewhere. He is number 10 by the WBA, and Thomas Delorme was. Is he still ranked, Thomas Delorme? Just a credible name. Oh, number 14. So there you go. This was a WBA ranked match. Like I said, the card itself, and like I said, that's the fucking problem, man. No one ever talks about the rankings. No one gives the fucking credibility of climbing the ladder shit. And it hurts, man. Especially and only the boxing junkies give a fuck. You know, the fans. You know, I don't expect the casual fans to talk about it, but it's easy for the casual fans to get sucked in if the sport outlets, medias, you know, talk about the rankings like they do in other sports, like I previously mentioned, and other YouTube outlets. They should really be big up, you know, talk about the rankings. You know, whether they like it or not, agree with them all the time, but it is what it is. Like I said, in other sports, you talk about the number 9 creeping in that 7th spot. You talk about 7 creeping into number 4. You talk about that rankings all year long during that season of the sport. Baseball, you talk about it. Football, you talk about it. Hockey, you talk about it. But when it comes to boxing, we just shit on the rankings. Why? And it's a year-long sport, but we don't give a fuck about the rankings. We just give it shit. It don't mean nothing because the people are shit. It's a worldwide sport, bro. You know what I mean? But anyway, Imantalis Stantian, dude, him and Conor Ben will be a hell of a fight, right? Hell of a fight. Because there's a shitload of fights for Stantianos, man. Cody Crowley, Abel Ramos, Omar Figueroa. The PBC has a shitload of low competition fights for this guy to build up on. You can see the dude punches hard, but the footwork needs work. But the punch selection and all the power jabs, I would like to see him feel something out, you know, because he just broke poor Thomas Delorme down, you know, and damn, what's the homeboy's name? Al Bernstein called it perfectly. Thomas Delorme gets off to hot starts and then he fades out, whether it's the pressure by Stantianis or just that's what he does, you know. But he's at number 10, Ilmantis. He looked about what we thought he was going to be. You know, I thought he'll win the match. He did it kind of dominant like you thought he would. You know, I thought he might. I thought he was gonna actually like pull a knockout out, but the footwork I think just allowed him not to get the knockout. You know, the fact they kept letting Thomas Delorme escape. But I do think the knockout was there. But it definitely at number 10, he ain't. You know, give him Cody Crowley, man. You was gonna give that dude to Lara. Give him Abel Ramos. There's, like I said, there's a shitload of fights out this guy to build up. Give him some fucking, bring him up. Don't bring up no sorry 140 to get that dude murdered. You know, can you imagine bringing up a 140 guy for Imatis? He'd probably smash him. Virgil Ortiz is the GOAT champion. Jamal James is the world champion. That is interesting. That is very, very interesting. Who in the hell is Jamal James gonna fight? Is he gonna fight Butiev? You know, that poor guy got fucking screwed out of his chair. You know, like, where's his rematch with Ugas? He's still crying for that shit. That's interesting. Well, moving on, we got Jerwin Akajas. Good fight. Good fight. Again, you had your champion coming back. And they kind of mentioned it on this one. You know, I was a little happy hearing it. They announced the dude as the number 3 ranked by the IBF. I was like, oh, that is nice. That is nice. You know what I mean? The fact that they did that was so... It lets the... Not only did the fans get turned on and see a good fight, you know, don't get all perverted over there when I say fans get turned on, but the fans turned on the TV and you saw a good fight, you understood, like, oh shit, that dude's number 3. No wonder he's doing good. But it would have been nice. It would have been nice, you know, for, like, again, this is just the Ready Talk boxing side. It would have been nice if Al Bernstein and Moro and all them would a little deeper into that information. You know, like, hey, you know, the IBF, he is ranked number 3, blah 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 blah. But you know, the way they do business is over there, they have eliminators, and they leave number 1 and 2s open. You know, but right now they feel Jonathan Rodriguez is worthy enough to get it, so they don't need no eliminators. So technically, he is the number 1 guy. It would have been nice to hear that little junkie nugget, you know. You know, instead of him, yeah, he is number 3, but technically, dig deep. If you know you casual fans, you get like a little snippet of how boxing works. Crazy ass fucking business. But again, boxing junkies just fucking getting our fix over here, right? Just talking too much, I guess. But did Jerwin look good, or did Jerwin fuck up and fight ridiculously? You know, can we say a little bit of both? Yes, we can. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for Jerwin fucking making it too much, man. You know, did he make it too much, or did he fade out? Because the dude, it was obviously, once the fight kind of went into his direction, obviously, because I had to fight. Like, I know people were saying, oh, it was a great fight. I give the dude at most 4 rounds. He definitely finished stronger than Jerwin. You can say you can say he won the last 3. Definitely, I give him 2 out of the 3. Was it Jerwin's just emptied the gas tank of whooping his ass so much, and Homeboy got his 2nd, 3rd win, where Jerwin was in the middle of his 2nd, end of his 1st, you know? So it could have been a thing of a gas tank problems, but those lead to knockouts too. It's like, hey, his energy on his 3rd win is better than your energy and your chin, you know? It just, even though it's his 3rd win and you're on your 1st, it's just different energy and strength levels to that shit. So he could get knocked out unexpectedly. So You never know watching those type of fights. Or, you know, because Jerwin on the outside picking apart, moving, that looked at it's. I was happy with what I saw, happy with the inside game that he did provide, but a little like, why were you there a little too much? Was it you overdoing the stupid game plan, or were you like getting fatigued and you were hurt? You know, because can he take Estrada's punches like that constantly? Ioka, I don't know. Ioka might crack his ass too. Rungvisai, considering that Estrada just became that franchise champion, you got Carlos Cuadras and Rungvisai about to fight for the WBC. And what's Jerwin over here gonna do? What do the PBC got planned for Jerwin Acajas? What do they got planned? That'd be great if they could somehow do a nice little, I don't know if how big of a connection they have with the whole Jerwin Acajas team and promotion wise. You know, do a semi co-promotion. I don't know, advisor, whatever they got to do in boxing. Heyman and all them over there, if they're connected, do a New Year's Eve show at Ioka for unification. You know, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Or hey, you know what? Just fuck it. You know, until someone comes knocking on your door, you are the champion. You just keep doing what you're doing, dude. Fuck. The dude made 9 defenses. You know, what the fuck else do you expect me to do? Who the fuck are you fighting? Again, I'm fighting the ranks. That's what I'm doing. I got my belt. These people around the world are fighting their ass off, trying to get my belt. 9 people tried, and I whooped their ass. So fuck what everyone else is talking about. Jerwin Acajas is doing this thing, whether we want to give him credit for it or not. You know, looking good behind a jab, doing some nice body work. Got his Navy coach. So like I said, he just beat the #1 dude. You got Mohammed Obadi coming up, Francisco Rodriguez, Sonny Edwards, Charlie Edwards. You know, these names, those that, you know, I just show a shot of. Few I recognize and a lot I don't, but you know, Jerwin Acajas is gonna try and knock him the fuck out. Believe that. So I don't really have a problem with Jerwin Acajas' performance. The punch selection was good, the body stab was good. Like I said, just him not slipping and sliding out and standing the inside a little too long was a bit concerning. A little talk in the training room, like, hey, you know, remember to slide the fuck out. Other than that, because you know, you don't want to take all those punches just for no reason. You know, like I said, I think he could have made that Jonathan Rodriguez fight a lot easier. I predicted it was going to be a lot easier than like I said, the way he was looking on the outside, just boxing and moving and doing whatever. I thought that was going to be the whole fight until you're like, well, like, okay, I get it. Sometimes you have to go inside to let the fighter know I am the champion. You know, you have to remind him once in a while, like, hey, I want to box on the outside, but I can't come inside and beat the shit out of you. I am the champion. You got to remind fighters that every now and then. I get that. But I thought Jerwin did that a little too much. Like I said, was he hurt? Was he just like, fuck it, I want to knock this guy out? Or was he getting gassed, you know? And it seemed like it was a lot. I want to knock this guy out. And you just got to somehow dial that back sometimes, you know, because he was getting tagged. So that card, like, again, the champion fight at #1. You had number 10 versus number 14. You had Boots taking on Lipinets. Lipinets, I forgot where he's ranked at, but you know he's somewhere in the top 5. And fully loaded. And the main thing, I said, the main thing going into the card, I wanted to see the main thing, and I did have to wait because I had a feeling there's no way the card was going to show Mark Masayo. And that's the main fight of the week I wanted to see. I know everyone wanted to see Joe and Maxime. Nah, I wanted to see Mark. This is the main fight I want to see. Fight of the week: Mark Maciel versus Pablo Cruz. Pablo Cruz nowhere to be ranked, but Mark is. And again, this is the second fight with him on PBC. And everyone's always talking about how Gary Russell needs opponents. And this is the guy I think. This is the guy I think they're gonna pull out. You know, he's number 5, respecting the rankings. He's a Filipino with a nice fan base. You know, this will definitely be a televised event with some good eyeballs on some Filipino broadcasts for sure. At number 5, you got number 1 Ray Vargas. So either way you do it, I'm thinking if Ray Vargas is their money fight, they're gonna let Gary Russell fight Mark Maciel, and then while Ray Vargas recovers from his broken leg. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen here. And with the performance Mark did, you know, I saw what I wanted to see. It being fight of the week for me. I knew Pablo Cruz wasn't gonna quit. I knew the dude was gonna come to fight. Whether he was gonna get knocked out doing it like he did, he was gonna make Mark either improve or look sloppy, you know. And Mark looked a little bit like, you know, like improvement. You know, is he ready for Gary Russell like I think they're gonna serve him to? Behind his slow jab, like his punch selection is nice and it's powerful. The dude, Mark was throwing hooks to the body. Eventually, once he started letting it go in those video game, what's that Street Fighter dude? Barak. Once he started throwing those Barak uppercuts, I mean, it was crazy what the hell Mark was doing out there. But it still looked like he's thinking. He's thinking. You know, he's not quite sure what's happening until he thinks about it. And I think that little time, that the difference in thinking, Gary Russell's just gonna pick him apart and outbox him all day. Now, if Mark can make this an 8-round fight mentally, like I gotta knock this dude out in 8 rounds, because I might get my ass beat in rounds 9 through 12, possibly knocked out 9 through 12. If he goes in and make this an 8-round fight, the way he went after Pablo Cruz in that last before he knocked him out, if he goes into that, yeah, he could definitely put some pressure on and power and speed to fuck with Gary Russell, who can catch him in between shots. But I give him a better chance to beat Gary Russell in an 8-round fight, going for a knockout, than trying to last and just knock him out in 12 rounds. I don't think he's going to outbox Gary Russell. We said Tio couldn't outbox Lomel. I get it. But, you know, you go with the odds. But overall, this card was really good. I love this card. I wish it would have got more credit for what it was. Nothing but ranked fighters, all besides Thomas Delorme, all basically top 10 ranked fighters going at it. You got Mark Maciel, who wasn't televised in the States, but still, he's a number 5. Like I said, that's a boxing junkie nugget right there. You know, we should watch out for that. That's Mark Maciel, number 5, the hard-hitting Filipino. Definitely watch for that, man. I think because Gary Russell needs an opponent, and Ray Vargas ain't quite recovered from that broken leg. Will they give Gary Russell him straight hair, fuck his broken leg up? I don't know. I think that's a good fight, especially with the way PBC loves to do Mexican Blacks pay-per-view. They might want to hold off on that one. See, if Mark Maciel was bigger, or if Gary Russell if Gary Russell was fucking bigger, they could give him a pay-per-view with Mark Maciel, the way PBC is doing this shit. But Mark Maciel and Gary Russell is easily a Showtime headliner. If they were smart, no, keep that on Showtime. You know, you can't put every fight you want people to get noticed on Fox, but that on Fox by a lot of people, especially with Marks, I believe will have a stringent, if that's a proper word, I'm not sure, but a large Filipino fan base tune in on regular free televised TV. That might be a smart way to go. Might be a smart way to go, man. Might be. But this is the Double RT Boxing Show. Great card. I'll give the card. It was great. It was entertaining. Like I said, with all the top 10 fighters ranked across the board, they all showed it. Boots showed his ability. He showed that, like I said, if I was him, I would just keep calling. I would call out Gary Russell. Call him out. Not Gary Russell. On Terrence Crawford. You know, if he takes the fight, why not? But you know, it's no one else seems to want it. Sean Porter's iffy on the money. Virgil Ortiz, what is Golden Boy doing? We went through the names. Do it. Jerwin, keep going for your defenses until someone knocks on your door. Just don't stay in the middle. Imantis, keep working at it. You know, just work on your speeds. And Mark Maseo, man, keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that, because I think that's what PBC is slowly doing, man. Slowly doing it. The Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support. Hit the thumbs up, because if I don't think anyone's going to see the end of this video, but if you do, leave a comment. Say I made it. I support you, bro. Thank you.